Okay, let's dive right into this explainer. Today, we are unpacking a really fascinating concept, and that is how you can literally hack your brain to crave studying. And I don't just mean mildly tolerating it, I mean craving it with the exact same intensity that your brain craves endless social media scrolling. I know it sounds totally impossible, right? But by understanding the specific mechanics of how your mind actually works, you can completely rewire your daily habits.
Look, it's a completely universal frustration. Why is it that you can scroll for 3 hours straight without even blinking, but the second you open a textbook for a 15-minute reading session, it feels like physical torture? You can effortlessly lose half your day swapping through a feed, yet studying feels like this massive, insurmountable wall. I want to validate that feeling for you right now because your brain is not broken. You aren't just lazy. Actually, your brain is functioning perfectly. It's doing exactly what it was designed to do. It's just operating in the entirely wrong environment.
So to understand why this happens, we need to look at the biological culprit. Let's get into Section 1, the dopamine trap.
The main culprit here is dopamine. You've probably heard of it. It's the feel-good neurotransmitter that floods your brain whenever you experience pleasure, or even when you just anticipate a reward. Think of your brain as a heat-seeking missile, and dopamine is the heat. Your brain is constantly, relentlessly seeking it out. It's the primary driver behind your motivation to do literally anything in your day-to-day life.
Now think about the massive contrast between short-form content and studying. When you're watching a perfectly engineered social media feed, every single swipe gives you something brand new. You get a joke, a dance, a shocking fact, a cat doing a backflip, whatever it is, and it's all delivered in seconds. It requires absolutely zero effort from you, and it gives you an instant hit. Your brain is getting an absolute feast of concentrated dopamine. But studying? Studying sits way down at the bottom of your pleasure scale. Books, notes, lectures, they require deep effort before they deliver any kind of reward at all. They're slow, the dopamine payoff feels incredibly distant compared to the instant gratification of just moving your thumb.
Because of this constant digital feast we're all partaking in, your dopamine scale is completely out of balance. Your brain has essentially been hijacked. Your baseline for pleasure right now is so incredibly high that only the most highly stimulating, hyper-fast activities even register as fun. Because your baseline is sitting all the way up in the stratosphere, the slow, steady drip of studying doesn't even make a blip on the radar. To your brain, it just feels like excruciating boredom.
But the good news is we can fix this. Which brings us to Section 2, resetting your baseline. We're going to recalibrate that whole system, starting with a mini dopamine detox.
15. That is the magic number here. You don't need to do anything extreme. You don't have to go live in a cabin in the woods for a month. You just need to spend exactly 15 minutes each day in complete, uninterrupted boredom. No phone, no music playing in the background, no screens, no stimulation whatsoever. Just you and your thoughts. Essentially, it's how our ancestors lived before Wi-Fi. You can literally just sit and stare at a blank wall, or you can go for a walk outside, but you have to do it without bringing any of your devices.
Now, I really need to set expectations here because I'm not going to lie. When you first sit down to do this 15-minute practice, it is going to feel awful. Your brain will literally scream for stimulation. You might feel anxious, twitchy, or just deeply uncomfortable. But guess what? That is exactly how you know it's working. What you're feeling is actual biological withdrawal from your usual, constant dopamine hits. But if you push through that daily withdrawal, something pretty remarkable happens. After just 1 week of doing this 15-minute practice every day, your dopamine baseline actually starts to lower. Suddenly, simpler pleasures begin to register again. Your brain, which has been totally starved of its usual digital junk food feast, becomes deeply grateful for smaller, healthier dopamine meals. A walk, a simple conversation, or yes, even reading a page in a textbook actually starts to feel rewarding again.
But lowering your baseline is only half the battle here. Let's move right into Section 3, rewiring the study experience. Because now that we've lowered the threshold for pleasure, we need to actively raise studying higher up on your scale.
To do this, it requires a massive mindset shift. You have to start seeing your textbooks as treasure maps, not torture devices. Seriously, your brain naturally craves knowledge. I mean, that's exactly why we all click on those videos titled things like 5 psychology facts that will blow your mind. Studying is really just a different format of that exact same thing. Every single page contains information that could genuinely change how you understand the world. We just have to create a reward system that works with your brain rather than fighting against it. So here are 4 rapid-fire behavioral tactics you can use to trigger those little dopamine hits while you study. First, take your material and break it into small, easily conquerable chunks.
Second, the very second you finish a chunk, physically draw a check mark or a star on your paper. I know it sounds silly, but that simple act of completion triggers a tiny hit of dopamine. Third, explain the concepts out loud as if you're teaching someone else. Verbalizing processes information differently, and that feeling of mastery gives you another dopamine hit. And finally, take handwritten notes using different colored pens. The physical act of writing, combined with the visual variety of all those colors, stimulates multiple parts of your brain all at the same time.
And you can structure all of these tactics using the Pomodoro technique. It's super simple. Step 1 is 25 minutes of completely focused study, followed immediately by Step 2, which is a 5-minute break. Why does this work so perfectly? Well, it's because your brain absolutely loves countdowns and finite challenges. By setting a 25-minute timer, you're essentially turning studying into a game. You are challenging yourself to maintain complete focus for a highly specific, totally manageable window of time.
Another absolutely crucial hack is to connect what you're learning to what you already care about. This transforms studying from a boring obligation into genuine curiosity. If you're studying economics, for example, think about how those theories explain why your favorite clothing brand just raised their prices. Or if you're learning biology, connect the cellular processes to how your own muscles recover after a tough gym workout. When you bridge that gap between the dry academic text and your actual personal life, you feed your brain's natural hunger for understanding. And that brings us to our final phase, Section 4, controlling your future. Because when you consistently apply these methods, a really profound shift takes place in your day-to-day habits.
Let's map out your game plan for the next month. You want to start small. Today, just commit to that 15-minute dopamine detox, complete boredom. Tomorrow, try studying in a 25-minute Pomodoro burst and use those small visual rewards like the check marks. Within 2 weeks of keeping this up, you are going to notice a huge shift in your focus. And within a month, you might actually find yourself naturally reaching for your books instead of your phone when you have free time. You will literally start to crave those study sessions, all because you've successfully rewired your brain to associate them with pleasure and mastery.
I want to leave you with this incredibly empowering thought. Your brain isn't broken. It has just been hijacked by an environment that it simply wasn't built for. But you have the tools to fix it. By taking back control of your dopamine baseline and by gamifying your learning process, you take back complete control of your future. You really can transform yourself from feeling totally distracted all the time to being deeply, deeply dedicated.
So, I want to end this explainer by throwing a question over to you. Looking at everything we've just covered, the 15-minute detox, the colorful pens, the Pomodoro technique, which technique are you going to try first? Make a commitment to yourself right now to test it out today. And hey, if you found this explainer helpful, make sure to tune in next time for more science-backed learning strategies.